Guys, I bought this off Amazon. It was right $240. It came in this big box here. I put it together. I'm gonna show you the instructions. Here are the instructions, and it's for a John Deere. And you can see the instructions are plainly written out there. But look at the photographs. The photographs are okay until you get to right in this area here. Look at this one right here. You make out anything on that? I know I'm getting old, but I ain't getting that damn old. And I mean, I had to pull up a picture on the Amazon website that showed this thing on a tractor, and I was able to get a view to pull up how to mount this part onto it. And shorted hardware. It had 2 washers when I was supposed to have 8 of them, and they go on the other side of this so the bolt doesn't dig into the plastic. Now I'm going to have to take these out, all 4 on each strip, and I bought bigger washers to replace them with, and went ahead and got some extra nut and bolts in case I need them. But it did not come with all the hardware that you needed. And the instructions was horrible illustrations. So if you buy one of these, good luck. Hope you find a good flat surface to put it on, to put it together. And you may need help. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Now, that looks more secure. Got a bigger washer than what they sent. They only sent me 2 of them. And those bolt heads that aren't the same size, some of them are 3/8, the others are 10 millimeter. And they're all 1/4 inch in diameter. All the nuts were 1/4 inch. But some of the bolt heads are 3/8 and 10 millimeter. And didn't make sense to me. It came with that strapping over there to go around this, but I barely got this on, and I'm not going to worry about it, putting that edge on this, because it's just going to probably fall off, and I just soon not even have to deal with it. Now, I could have ordered it in green, but dark colors absorb heat, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, is heat. So the white will have to go on the John Deere. That's all I'm going to say about it. Let's see. Now I'm going to go down and get the tractor, and I'm going to try to mount it. Y'all might have seen me put this on last year. The wind and the sun and the tree limbs dragging over it didn't do it no good. But for kayaks, I'm sure it's a wonderful thing. It lasted me all summer last year and had no complaints with it. I mean, did me good. So now you get to watch me take it off. So you live and learn. I wasn't thinking. I got to rotate this 45 degrees and put this right there. Well, live and learn. Okay. Okay guys, there she is. That's what she's going to look like. Only thing is I wished it was a little bit longer. But, oh, see how I got plenty of room to stand up under here. I didn't have before. This is a frame of the old one I had. I'm gonna take it to the barn. What I was trying to do is see how good a shade I got. If I don't hit Mama's car going out of here. But I wanted to be able to see my instrument panel. That's my mower deck dragging, by the way. The wheels of it anyway. Well guys, I don't know, I didn't much enjoy that. Hold on a second. I didn't much enjoy it. As you can see, I got it on there. Let me show you something else. Got my fan sitting right here. Blows cool air up on my neck while I want it. Got it attached with bungees. Where would we be without bungee cords? I don't even know. But those bungee cords last year lasted me all year, and I didn't complain about that. I mean, you can get bungees at just about anywhere you go. Ride's good and stable too, so don't worry about that. Only thing I wished it was a little longer. Let me get my thumb out of the way. I wished it was a little longer and tilted down a little further. There's plenty of room when I get up there. I could stand up and not touch it. But if it dropped maybe another 3 or 4 inches, that would probably be a trick. I'm thinking I might do that right here. Put me a piece of strap on this and lower it and bolt it back in. I've got some strap up there that I can drill some holes in. Maybe I can tip it just a little bit further, because for me that would be ideal for me. Because that way I'd like to keep as much as the steering wheel and the controls under the sun, or out of the sun, as I can. But on a difficulty level of one person my age, I'm age 69, trying to do that by yourself, let's say 6 out of 10. If it was a 2-man operation, I'd give probably a 3 out of 10 difficulty. The things I didn't like about it, like I said, I don't think it's long enough to go out over the hood. The hardware, the 1/4-inch bolts that hold the top on, didn't come with enough washers. And what 2 washers they did send me, I mean, they were about a 1/2-inch washer in diameter. And I got 3/4-inch washers and put them on instead, and that way I don't have to worry about them bolts coming through that plastic. What else was there to gripe about it? Hold on. I'm out of breath just walking up here. They sent these knobs that I guess it's supposed to be your stop washer or whatever for those bolts that go through and hang the bracket. But I don't see a use in them. It looked like there's barely enough thread come through to hook these things onto. The workmanship on it was, for Chinese products, workmanship was, I guess, about a 7 out of 10. The cost was more than what the product looked like it, could be worth. Had the welds on the nuts that were welded on there, they were plastic coating inside of them. I didn't even notice that. I should have reamed them out, but I didn't. I think I stripped one of the bolts going into it, but I got it on there as tight as it'll go. That's all I can say. Cost was like $248, and or the delivery fee I think was like $16 or $17, something like that. To me, I think the product should have been about $140 to $150. I didn't get green. I got white because white reflects heat. Green absorbs heat. But anyway, difficulty in putting it on for an old man. Like I said, I'm gonna say it's 6 or 7, easy. And the illustrations on the directions were horrible. So if you're thinking about buying one, get you some help. I would see if I couldn't find one cheaper somewhere else. That I think too much for that product. I'm worried about that plastic getting brittle and breaking later on in the sun. But if it does, I'm just gonna strap a piece of plywood to it. We'll see. That plywood, I can make it as long as I want. So we'll see you. Y'all have a good day.